between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken from about the 12. They started on the ground with Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week.
Game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Lance now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
The part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's the option play now to the left. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why. Their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Saints are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the 1st quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. the RPO. He completes it. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
And the Saints first down.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack on first down, Lance. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's good for the Saints.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Isabella now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Johnson with a reception. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, Compton, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
The throw right sideline here is complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On play action, Lance eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll go for it. Lance able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Striker, 3-3.
It's Eckler again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks, and they've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. That'll bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elijah Mitchell, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Lance.
Flush to his right.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Here we go on 4th down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Lance back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time here. Lance. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.